Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of In the Driver's Seat with dubizzle. Of course, this is a special episode where we bring familiar faces in the automotive industry right here in the UAE. Now on this episode, we have Wheels by Shabby. Shabby, thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
And of course, you've now experienced the hub. You've been here for a little bit. You've also experienced the dubizzle Cars yard as well. But of course, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Chinese cars because, of course, you may have noticed Chinese cars have surged in popularity.
Exactly. If you just go through the market now, you're seeing so many Chinese cars are entering to the market right now. I remember back in 2015 when I have started working with Chang'an, there were no Chinese brand in the market. But nowadays, you're seeing a lot of Chinese cars on the road.
See, from what I remember, because you have been here for quite some time, we do remember things like Geely being around, BYD in some aspect as well, and a few other rogue manufacturers here and there. But of course, they were in partnership with a lot of popular manufacturers, so like Toyota, Nissan, a lot of badge engineering, a lot of changeable parts and stuff like this. But nowadays, Chinese manufacturers have come in with some of the most impressive vehicles that we've seen to date. I mean, they are looking absolutely stunning nowadays. They really stick out and they really make people think, okay, maybe now is the right time to buy a Chinese vehicle.
This is what we can see in the market, that people are accepting the Chinese brands. For example, I see when customers are coming to the showroom, they see the cars, they like how the cars look like take it for a test drive, see the quality, and they're convinced to get a Chinese car. Why not?
For those of you at home who are interested in the car market, specifically manufacturers and countries that are exporting cars around the world, you may have seen that Japan is no longer number one. That's right, China is now the biggest exporter of vehicles globally. And we've seen that all over the world. There are so many Chinese manufacturers nowadays, and as we've said before, they look absolutely fantastic. But obviously with China now being relatively new in the market, right? They're building their own cars from scratch. They have a lot of amazing technology that they're putting into cars. You name things like AI, things that you never really see in a car. But what are people really interested in when it comes to Chinese manufacturers? What is the key selling point for a lot of people?
So, as I have seen with the customers who are coming to the showroom, so they come to the showroom, first of all, they like how the car looks like. And then when they just take the car for a test drive, see the quality, when they go through the features, then we will show the benefit of the features, so they are really convinced. So they just they like it. So why not to take a Chinese brands? And then plus, for example, our cars are coming with 6 years, 250,000 kilometer warranty, so they have peace of mind.
So this is something I've noticed as well with Chinese manufacturers as well. When they're selling their cars brand new, they're coming with incredible service and warranty packages. Some are offering up to $1 million. Like you said, you're offering at Chang'an up to 6 years. A lot of manufacturers here that were relatively well known are only offering up to maybe between 2, 3, and 5 years. So obviously, like you said, this is where people are getting very seriously interested in Chinese cars, because when you think of that, it's that peace of mind that you have. You're buying a car that has a 1 million kilometer warranty or a 10-year guarantee on the engine and gearbox.
Yeah, exactly. As you have mentioned, let's say, for example, with some Japanese brands, they just come with 3 years, 60,000 kilometer warranty. Whereas, for example, we are offering one of the longest warranty period in the country, and it's a manufacturer warranty, 6 years manufacturer warranty. Depends on, again, maybe some other dealers are making it with longer, 7 years, they added dealer warranty. But this is what customers are convinced with as well, that okay, they have a peace of mind. The dealer is here, and we are the oldest Chinese brand in the market. So they are sure that if anything happens, we are there to serve them.
So like you said, Chang'an kind of has that Chang'an has that establishment already in the market. Like you said, they've been here for a very long time. But now with a lot more Chinese manufacturers coming in, does that mean that we can expect more Chang'ans to come into the market? Maybe a unique lineup, maybe more of them as well?
We will have more cars in the market. It's in coming year and the year after. We're offering more vehicles in the market, exactly. And then the other thing is, as I have mentioned, we are entering we're just finishing 10 years next year being in the country. We have started 2015, so we are now in the market for 9 years. So whereas the other brands are just new in the market, so you have to see after a couple of years what will happen with them. Will they stay or what will happen? But it will gonna take time for them to reach where we are.
What is the most popular Chang'an model at the moment? Because I see a fair few of them on the road. I see a lot of the Uni ones,
Uni
like the
range.
Uni K, the Uni T. There's a Uni Q as well.
Uni K, Uni T, and Uni V.
Uni V, okay,
Yeah.
so that's the one. And if I'm not mistaken, is the Uni V, is that the electric one?
It's not the electric one, it's a petrol one, petrol powered. Currently in Chang'an range, we got the petrol vehicles in the Uni range. So the Uni V is like a sedan, it's like kind of like a sportback, fastback sedan, where Uni T is a crossover, and Uni K is our flagship model, which is our SUV. It's like the biggest vehicle we have in the Uni range, and is one of the most popular one in the country.
Now, as we said, as I asked you before, Chang'an obviously is looking at what's happening in the market, right? They're looking at a global stage, not just here in the United Arab Emirates. Is Chang'an looking at building electric vehicles, and will we see them here in the United Arab Emirates?
Actually, Chang'an already started building electric vehicles. If you like, it comes under the name Avatar. Avatar and Depot, there are two different brands, but it's under Chang'an. So, and we will have it in the market.
Okay, so you're keeping. I see you're keeping a few secrets for us to share. But I mean, we can obviously look out to what Chang'an is doing in the not so distant future. Now, obviously, you might have noticed that behind us is not a Chinese car. This is actually BMW M240i. Now, we don't have many Chinese cars available at the moment in the hub. We do have a BAIC. I think it's a BJ40 that we have.
Oh,
We have a few of them around. We do get a couple of Chang'ans from time to time. I know that we've had. I think it was the Uni T we had not too long ago, or was it the Uni K? And I've got to say, it's very impressive in terms of the features that the car has. They really stand out from whatever other manufacturers are offering, you know. And this is something I think a lot of people are looking at for Chinese cars as well, is the features that they offer, because of course, they go above and beyond. They're really putting interesting features in, like BYD has the rotating screen. Beastune have that AI that's kind of a prism that kind of pops out of the dashboard. And a few others also do some interesting things. But what's the one thing that everyone can kind of think, oh, that's a Chang'an?
That's Chang'an. Okay, so like we are offering, like in two of our models, we can move the car by remote. So you can just be outside of the car. You know, sometimes maybe for a narrow parking or like something, so you can just be outside of the car and move the car outside by remote. So that's Chang'an, like.
Okay, and is that via the key or is it via like an app?
It's via the key, with the key.
Okay, so
With the key fob, you can just be like outside, like here, and just like move the car. And even you can do the auto park by remote. You can just be in the car, press the auto park button, come out of the car parks itself.
Wow. So if you're looking at buying a Chinese car, maybe have a look at what Chang'an is offering, because I know parking here is it's a big pain, right?
It is, yeah.
Especially with some of these tight spaces that you get around here a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that wraps up this episode of In the Driver's Seat with dubizzle. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining us as well.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for sharing your knowledge on Chang'an and, of course, Chinese cars. What do you think about them? Let us know in the comment section down below what Chinese cars you think look the best. Until next time, we'll see you on the next episode.